We have a lot of coaches come through Manchester High School, Manchester, Georgia, and every time this coach comes, he spends a lot of time. He's real personal. He cares about all the coaches. We got to visit him at his school and be in the meeting room with him and his players, and also see him not just as a coach visiting our school, but also how he mentors his position group at the University of Georgia. That being said, our new coach Trey Scott, he was named UGA Defensive Line Coach in February of 2017. He is part of the coaching staff that led the 15-0 Bulldogs in 2022 College Football National Championship. He was All-Americans that year in defensive lineman Jalen Carter. During his tenure of Georgia, the Bulldogs also won the 2021 College Football National Championship. With 11 or more gained 4 straight seasons from 2017 to 2019. They won 5 ACC division titles in 2017, 2019, 21, and 22, and earned 6 consecutive appearances in the New Year's Six bowl game. In 2021 alone, Georgia defensive linemen reaped the Bounty of Honor, which included Jordan Davis, Devontae White, reaping All-American, All-Conference honors, along with Jalen Carter being All-SEC. In April of 2022, Scott's group made history with 3 of his charges. Trayvon Walker, Jordan Davis, and Devontae White were all taken in the first round of the NFL draft. Prior to moving to North Carolina, where Coach Scott was previously before Georgia, he served 2 years. He was line coach at UT Martin. He earned his bachelor's degree in sociology from Arkansas Tech, 2008, and his master's degree there in 2010. He is married to the former Sarah Thatcher, and the couple has 2 sons, Julie and Tori, who he talks about the business with. And I introduce y'all Coach Trey Scott.
Can y'all hear me back there? Hello? All right, I need the mic, huh? All right, perfect. Can you hear me now? Better? There we go. So, what's crazy is when Coach Holmes was reading that bio, I kind of flashed back because, between Coach Prather and Coach Holmes, when they asked me to come speak, they didn't really give me a whole bunch of direction. They just said, Coach, look, man, we really just want you to be able to come and talk, share with us. So I'm thinking about it these past couple of weeks, and one of the biggest things that I'm thinking is, all right, Trey, you graduated in 2003, all right, give or take about 20 years. And I just said to myself, what if you were in this position right now, January 31st, 2024, what would you want someone who's coming to speak to you, what would you tell yourself 20 years ago? And a big part of that, if everybody always say hindsight is 2020. You just think about it, you can go back and tell yourself some information down the road. You would avoid some things, and you would also kind of, be a little bit more successful. So one of the things I want to talk about, I got 3 points. The biggest thing that some people don't realize, myself, parents, players, decision making is a skill. That's the first thing I want to hit on. Now, when you think about it, me and Coach Holmes were talking about it earlier. He missed his workout this morning. He probably don't want me to tell y'all that. But that's a good example of somebody not making a decision. All right, so when you think about it, it's a lot of different situations when every single one of y'all are getting ready to get ready for practice, get ready to build a house. Like we talked about weight loss, or you talk about building a culture to a team. A lot of that take time, and a lot of that take a lot of small decisions that keep on adding up after more and more. So one of the big things I look at, you think about building a firm foundation on a house on solid ground, you gotta make sure it ain't no sand, it ain't no place where it's gonna sink. In addition to that, for the players, think about this, for all my players who get mad at the coaches when you gotta get ready for practice. Everybody know who Usain Bolt is, right? All right. Everybody know who Usain Bolt is. Now, Usain Bolt came out with this quote where he said, in the Olympics, it took me 4 years, or I trained 4 years to run 9 seconds. Now, when you think about that, when you think about decision making as a skill, you think about little by little, a little becomes a lot. So for my seniors, y'all get ready. Like, this banquet is really celebrating what you've been able to build here, the culture you've been able to help with, And although it's ending something, it's something else that's got to carry on. All right, and when it comes down to it, at the end of the day, for a lot of you guys, we make it a lot more difficult. But if you think about it, if you want to be good, and then you want to be able to transition and be great, you got to focus on doing little by little. All right, because if you add it up, you get 100 pennies. Next thing you know, you get 1,000 pennies. That adds up. If you don't have it, it doesn't. And so one of the biggest things I want you to remember before I transition to the next thing is focusing on decision. If everybody can't play big time football in Georgia, I played Division II football. Some of you guys may or may not. But when it comes down to it, there's a lot of different levels to it. And your decisions outside of here, your decisions inside of the classroom is going to affect you. All right, the next thing, a marathon mindset. All right, and when it comes down to it, you think about it, marathon is a long running deal. Well, if I got a marathon and I'm running to Atlanta, Georgia, all right, from Manchester, it's about 85 miles. If I worry about just getting from this point to that point versus the little steps that I got to take to get there, I'll never make it. And nobody said it's going to be easy. All right, it's really going to be really hard. But in addition to that, ain't nobody going to give you nothing. And every single one of us got to remember when it comes down to it, for you players, I tell myself this all the time. Like, when it comes down to it, if you don't focus on the next right thing, it's going to be difficult to attain any of your goals. All right, that's another thing. All right, let me make sure I stay on this, okay? All right, so a big thing I want to remind y'all about is finding victory within that mile. All right, and you know, a lot of you young ladies here who do various different things, who got dreams, guys, parents, we didn't get here by ourselves. Today I had to use a GPS to get here, you know what I mean? And when coach, I keep going back to it, going to the marathon mindset. I'm from a small country town just like this, Crossett, Arkansas. It's only about 4,000 people there. And I think about a lot of the people that helped me get to Arkansas Tech where I played, get to Arkansas State where my next job is, or Tennessee Martin, all the way up into this. So for parents, y'all gotta give y'all, parents, players, let's give our parents and the people that help us our applause. And the reason I want to bring that up and highlight that, because when you're trying to accomplish some things, it takes a village. It takes a huge village. You guys wasn't able to accomplish what y'all were able to do this year, which was pretty good, if everybody wasn't pulling in the same direction. And y'all overcame a good bit of adversity. I was at a state championship game right after there was a tragedy that happened here. And the way that you seniors led this program and led these people to me, it inspired me, because there is no way in my mind that I would have thought about, okay, this just happened to one of my teammates, and now we got to go play a game. I don't know if I would have been able to do it. The definition of tough is the ability to withstand adverse conditions. Seniors, y'all done did it. All of them hard practice, I came to a couple spring practices. Juniors, y'all next up, sophomores, any freshmen that was in here, y'all got to make sure y'all continue on with it. All right, and the last thing and the most important thing, TIME. What does that spell, y'all? Speak up. What does that spell, players? If you had to ask me one of the most important things that I would give a student, a football player, somebody that's getting ready to go into a next journey, time stands for time is my enemy. For example, I can't stand up here talking to y'all 50 minutes tonight. I got about an 8 to 10 minute window. Time is my enemy, all right? Time management. Hey, I gotta wake up in the morning. I gotta make sure I'm on point because I got a test. Time management for studying for a history exam, making sure I'm on point with that. Time management for somebody, whoever baked the lasagna, the food. If they left it in there too long, it would have got messed up. So TIME, when I look at it and I break it down, I always remind myself, time is my enemy. If you're not prepared, if you're not on point with it, time will pass you by. If I stop totally talking right now, guys, and I just looked at y'all without no information about focusing on a marathon mindset, or without no information about talking about time is my enemy, or so on and so forth, y'all will be looking at me even crazier than you are right now, right? So you got to take advantage of your time, because for my players, seniors, think about when y'all were freshmen. All my seniors, raise y'all hand. That time passed by quick, didn't it, y'all? Now what's next? You see what I'm saying? Decision making is what's going to help you really take advantage of what's next. Time management. Time is my enemy. Marathon mindset is going to help you take advantage of that. All right, and I want to make sure I drive this home. The worst enemy to a mission is idle time. I'm going to repeat it. The worst enemy, and you can insert your, everybody got a mission here. Everybody, does anybody live here at Manchester High School in the cafeteria? No. Everybody's got somewhere they got to get to. But if you sit here and you don't progress to the next thing and you take the proper steps, you'll never make it home, if you will. I'm trying to make an example to you because you really don't understand how fast it passes by you, how great of an opportunity you got, how important it is to appreciate the folks that you deal with every day, from teachers to parents, guardians, grandparents. And take a village. Take a village. All right? And when it comes down to it, those three simple things to me is really what helped y'all get to this point, but it's definitely going to help a lot of y'all succeed in life. Life after football and life in general. I appreciate everybody's time. Let's get it.
Thank you, Coach Scott. It means a lot having a great coach come talk to us tonight. He always carries something with us. At this time right here, we're going to start our recognition part. This first group right here, our support staff, we start with the production that everybody comes and sees on Friday night. It takes a lot of hands on deck to pull that together. And there's a lot of people that support the players that are on the field. And there's also a lot of young people. This group of young men right here take this job very serious. And guys, when I call your name, if you will just stay up here. This first young man, he's been with us every year, and I think he was actually here before I was. Just really proud of the job he did. Ryan Beasley. This next young man, he come to practice most days with us. That is Williams. This next young man did an outstanding job for us the last 3 years. Jonathan Craven. The next young man was right there. He joined us this year. He's an outstanding job on the sideline. I can't wait to see him on the field for years to come. Jeremiah Hale. These other young men, Veer Patel, Keenan Elder, Jaden Turner, they helped us as well. They couldn't be here tonight. They did an outstanding job for us. This next young man right here, he is a senior this year. He is going to definitely be missed by Manchester High School. He actually came in. He would work with us 7 days a week, Monday through Sunday, and come in and work. Did a lot of behind the scenes things, a lot of things a lot of people will ever see. Did a great job, and our players all benefited from it. Our team success all benefited from it. And we're going to be sad to see him go, but we're going to wish him all the best. He's got a bright future ahead of him. Take heart.
Stay up there, guys.
This next group.
Stay up there as a group.
There you go.
Certificates at your chest and a big smile.
Yay.
That's
1,
it.
2, 3. All right.
Beautiful. Thank you, Coach.
This next group, Coach Prather tapped me on the shoulder 3 years ago, said, "Coach, I got to take care of in a lot of areas." And he pulled this group of young ladies together. They were here 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. All of our feminine practice got done. All of our water on the sideline on Friday night got handled, got directed. Helped out a lot with our trainers, and just a very big group. And they even had the flowers out at senior night. So I told them when they graduate, I don't know what we're going to do to replace them. We do everything around here. But this is a group of fine young ladies. Carmisha Gamble. Vicaria Mahone. Kalia Gray.
Beautiful. Big
And
smile.
every day was just like that with a smile on her face, too. Next, recognition for our players, Coach Griffin Gibson and Coach Jay Fatigue. Come recognize our freshmen.
LeAngelo Campbell. LeAngelo Campbell. Justin Howard. Colby Gates. Jeremiah Johnson. Tavares Johnson. Makai Robinson. Keelan King. Tommy Bowles. Lee Campbell. Ty Turner. Jamari Carter. Money White. Corey Anthony. And Jaden Hodo.
You guys are going to have to squeeze in real tight. There's a whole lot of bodies. Got to move them in as close as you can get.
Right, and hold your certificate up here, turn around, make sure the end is upright.
Upright.
You want to do that? You want me to do that?
Yeah. Hold on.
Got them all.
Bear with me, guys.
Make sure you get right in the face.
Okay, gentlemen, big smile. Thank you.
Recognize our sophomore class for the calendar.
Up first, we have Deontay Crawl. Pat Helms. Martise Hinton. Bronte Jones. Jazzion Denson.
Yeah.
Who's sitting near them?
Yeah.
My knee was-
Brandon Jones. DeVoris Favors. Kamara Rebel. Jaden Terry. And Darius Bailey.
Everybody squeeze in, big
Squeezy.
Oh, Lord.
Perfect, thank you, folks.
Like Herman Cass.
Thank you.
He's getting a good dose of it. Like Herman Cass.
Before we move to our junior class, we have one fine young man come on. He's got a bright future. We're going to talk about our specialist in a minute. One of our graduating seniors. This young man is he's going to be a big piece of the success of the future of Manchester for the next 3 years. He didn't get to step here with his class a while ago. He's a fine young man, does a great job. He's working every day, like a lot of our kids, to get better, to play in his role, to contribute to the success of his next 3 years of high school. Great student in the classroom. Rogelio Padilla.
Really? What? Of course, this is.
All right, next up, we got our junior class. Probably take about 30 minutes to call all these names out. I'll be a little patient. First up, we got Kendarius Hines. Kavanius Johnson. Julian Rosario. Brandon Dunlap. Jaden Rebel. Chase Trailer. Bobby E. Caleb Gay.
This is gonna be big.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a big
Big
old.
Nick Brown.
Have to do it in panoramic view.
Panoramic view.
Zacharias Gray. Jaquavius Marshall. Christian Whitaker.
Class.
Devontae Weaver. Benji
They have to
Gibson.
move around. Tell them we gonna be a big one. I know.
Keelan Whitaker. Zacharias Alford.
I'm still going that direction.
They're gonna have to double line.
Wade Cooper.
Yeah.
You know, in between the head. Two rows.
Darius Bryant.
Three pictures, four pictures.
Justice Terry. CJ Favors.
Yes, good luck. Uh-huh.
We're gonna be losing a lot next year.
I gotta try to get all you guys in one watch. So if you can turn kind of sideways and squeeze in with each other. And let it stand just a little bit. Everybody got those hands up and smile.
Luck on that.
All right, big smile, here we go. Beautiful. Thank you.
Probably a lot next year.
Recognize our
There's a lot
senior
of
class
boys.
tonight. This class is very special in a lot of ways. One way is, look at these banners right here, this will be the last time.
Seniors ain't gonna be.
For a long time,
We ain't got
there's only
many
7 banners up here. It'll be, and these seniors done an excellent job for us here, very proud of them. They're unique because they started high school when we were in the pandemic. They walked into high school, their first day of high school, coming in 9th grade, they walked in, coming out of the pandemic. And I was in the school building that day, and to see those 9th graders walk in and everybody been at home for a whole year, and they come to high school on top of that, that's a special group. I told them about that on senior night. It's just overcoming that and starting high school like that. No other senior class has ever had to do that. So I thought that was really special. Now here we are. This first young man, very proud of him. I never forget going to his house over in Pine Mountain. I didn't realize our school district went over to Pine Mountain when I went to his house that day. And I sat in his living room with him and his parents. Just a fine young man. He's got a bright future ahead of him. Keywan Anderson. This next young man has stepped in and filled a big role for us this year. He had the best football season he's had in his 4-year career. He come in this year, we got some injuries offensive line wise. He had to step right in, get some very good defensive linemen, got the job done for us. Worked extremely hard when everybody else would go to defensive practice. He would come to offensive, stay in offensive practice and keep working. I'm just very proud of him, DeMonte Boyd. This next young man has finished his 2nd year of playing football ever, and just really took him by the horns. He saw the whole game. He come off the field. He could tell exactly what was going on out there everywhere. I'm very proud of him. Football is very important, and also too, he was very much lifted his teammates up. We'd score, get a first down, and he was showing excitement, cheering those guys on. He's got a bright future ahead of him. Very proud of him. Tomorrow, Lockhart. This next young man, he actually is the reason that Tamar is playing football, or part of it, because he brought him to us. And just a very special young man. He's got a bright future ahead of him, wants to continue playing football. He's working on it right now. He's a very hard worker. He's very excited about his future and the future in his next 4 years playing college football as well. Octavius Cash White Jr.
Yeah.
Okay, stay over there.
We had a lot of firsts this year, and this young man, he was actually homecoming king, and then went on to start 7 football games for us at center, and just played, worked hard at it, improved every week, and it's hard for a senior to improve a whole lot because usually they've been playing for 4 years, they want to keep getting better. But as far as improving the individual drill or late in the season, that much better as this young man did is a big attribute to him. Just very proud of him. He just a very fun player to be around, great sense of humor, hard worker. He is, I always joke with him, he's one of the richest people in Manchester one day. And but he's always in business. Just very proud of him though. He did a great job for us, Tavares Ledbetter.
He's always so positive.
In baseball, you know, we have starting pitchers, we have relief pitchers, we have closers.
Yeah.
Well, you know, the closers, that list is real short. There's not many of those guys. Those guys that come in and throw the heat and put the game away and get the team back to the field house with a win. This young man didn't ask for a lot of accolades, didn't get a lot of accolades, not a lot of pats on the back, but just a fine young man. He knows exactly where he's going to be going. June the 1st, he's going to do a great job in the healthcare field. Very excited about him. He is just a fine young man. He works hard. He's got a great attitude every day. And if y'all remember during the semifinal game, I think it was, we didn't have a first down in the second half until the fourth quarter when this young man touched the football. And that's what we call him, the closer, Karan Long. This next young man, he come in and did a great job for us this year. He was a huge part of our success. Changed. People don't realize how important special teams and field position are in the success of a team. And this young man came back to us, come in and worked hard every day, improved a lot during the season. Him and Nick Brown and Rogelio all worked hard together and had to do that on their own a lot down the other end of the field, while the rest of the team down the other end of the field, practicing offense or defense. And just very, very proud of him. He's in baseball right now. I know he's got a bright future ahead of him. Very excited, very proud of what he brought to our locker room and the level-headedness. Thank you so much, Jack Underwood. Next will be our special awards. Coach DeMonte Brothers will do our all-state and all-regional awards.
Okay, let go of that.
No, go over there.
Just want to get you guys one time. Try and squeeze in a little bit.
You go over here, you go over here, you stay right there.
Good deal. Perfect, thank you, Joe.
Let go after the picture's taken.
All right, y'all, I'm gonna present the All-State and All-Regional Award. We're gonna start with All-State first. We had two players that were first team All-State. One was Justice Terry. And the next All-State player was C.J. Faber.
For an individual day, though, and then get the damn.
All right, our All-State honorable mention players. The first one is Darius Baby D. Favors.
I gotta get you two together. Let me get you two together a little bit.
Help me, Jesus.
You got one this one.
Come on.
Good.
Thank you very much.
I gotta get that.
Is there another one? Okay, I get it.
All right, the next one is Cash White. Next is Quavion Cooper.
I really like, okay, we can get them all. I need my cookies.
Jaden Terry.
It was so fun. She had it done.
Keelan Whitaker. And Darius Bryan. If you could give our all-state players a round of applause.
I'm gonna put your wall in here together, but you two gotta be in the middle. You come in the middle,
So what?
all right? And then the guys on the side gotta stand turned in a little bit. That's it. All right, big smile. Thank you, fellas.
Great. Congratulations.
All right, next we're gonna honor our region players. So we'll start with first team first. The first player, first team, our region is Justice Terry.
All regions.
Next is Cash White. Next is Bobby Ellison. Darius Bryan. Zacharias Alford. And Jaden Rebel. Y'all could get our first thing y'all reading around the class.
All right, big smile, everybody. Yeah, that's nice. I didn't see a smile in the room.
Oh, I did. Jay was smiling.
All right, next up we have our second team, our region. The first one is Chase Traylor. Next is Jaden Terry. All right, y'all give our second team, our region players a round of applause. All right, next up is our honorable mention players for our region. The first one is Tamari Lockhart. Next is Nick Brown. And next is Benji Kempson. Y'all can give it up for our honorable mention, our region players. All right, next up we have our all-region, all-academic team.
All right, the 2023 all-region, all-academic team goes to Jack Underwood.
Well, he has different than what Jack has.
All right, next up, y'all, is our Region 6 Player of the Year. Just to give you a brief explanation of how this thing goes, is all the coaches in the region get together and they nominate players. And for all the coaches in the region to vote our guy in as the Region 6 Defensive Player of the Year, that's huge. That don't come from us. That's come from all the coaches feel like the guy that's on our team was the best defensive player in the whole region, and that's Javon Favors.
He's got a shoulder.
Smaller version of the Heisman.
Next, we'll have our academic awards. And you all know these awards right here could be, should have been given out first, because we know we're gonna be students and people a lot longer than we football players. Just real proud of our whole football team and how hard they work in the classroom, how serious and how important that them and their families hold academics. These two young men, first semester all A's, Christian Whitaker and Nick Brown. This next group of young men worked very hard. The AB honor roll first semester. And most of these guys are juniors and seniors, so I can tell you the class load is real rigorous. AB honor roll, Justice Terry, Ron Long, Benji Kempson, Lamari Rebel, Caleb Gay, Brandon Dunlap, Zyterius Gray, Zyterius Alford, Corey Anthony, Lamari Carter, Chase Traylor, Zion Denson, Jaden Hodo, and Lee Kelly.
Shoulder to shoulder down. Justice move down a little bit. And then squeeze in, guys.
Get close.
Just a second.
Feet is
Just a
close.
second.
Right. 3 feet. Watch the wheel, don't get hurt.
Turn your shoulders.
What, Jaden?
Number 3 here is getting hidden.
No, and then the third one there. Don't run it high.
Ready, fellas?
Okay.
Man, this is nice. Big smile.
Get it.
Thank you.
Yo, Brent. Easy, Brent.
These next two young men, this next award
He's
awarded,
just handing
it's
them
our
out.
captain's awards. These two young men served as game captains more than anyone else this past year. Also too, so we took all of our game captains, and as a coaching staff, we looked back at the season, and there are 15 weeks, fall camp, summer program, spring practice, and we narrowed our captain's award down to these two guys right here. Just very special young men, a lot of leadership qualities, starting out, and then also too, they grew as leaders. And just how important they had to face a lot of adversity, they helped lead us through that adversity. CJ Favors and Jaden Rebel.
Good deal. Nice job.
This next award's our last group award before we go to our individual awards. Resilience Award. The coaching staff had this award this year, it was a big sign of this football team. This group of young men put together. Just very excited. I want to tell you about a couple of these guys without naming their names. You 9th graders and 10th graders in the room need to specialize in this. One of these guys that started 25 games in a row since he was a sophomore. And he didn't, in the scrimmage game in his sophomore year, he did not play a snap. He got thundered and lightning out. We stopped the game right that night against Dewey County down there. And then he come on since then. He was all-region player his sophomore year, all-region player his junior year. One of these guys, he had to sit out a game this year. And he got caught in a bad incident on the field. It wasn't nothing he was involved in. He had to sit out a game in the playoffs, come right back. Another guy did not have weight training his freshman year, come back, had a great offseason in the weight room, his second semester of his his sophomore year, and then come on and had a big junior year. This other young man has played 4 sports at Manchester High School, and not a 4-sport letterman at that. Just very proud of these young men. They're all going to receive the Resilience Award tonight. Jaden Revel, Bobby Ellison, Darius Bryant, and James Terry. Next, Coach Kirby will present our Special Teams Award.
Big smile.
Thank you. You went outside.
I'm giving out the Special Teams Award tonight, and I didn't get to pick this award because everybody on the coaching staff already picked this guy before we even said a couple names to put on the board. I'm really proud of him. He doesn't talk a lot, and you wouldn't know he's a leader just looking at him. He shows that every day you tell him something, he's there. And I'm very proud of him. And it took one day late in the season, which I said, man, can you do this? He said, yes, sir. I said, well, I'm not going to mess with it. Next day, he went there without me asking because he knew somebody was out. And I just knew from there, man, you got it figured out. I'm proud of you. That's all I can say. Bid you cancel.
This is also a new award that we decided as a coach staff this year. It's the rookie award to the freshmen that worked the hardest in practice, got some playing time, and I couldn't be more proud of the kid. I coached him in 8th grade last year, and he grew up this year and made a lot of changes, made some great plays in the field, special teams, and that person is Monty White.
All right, next we're gonna have a presentation of the Golden Helmet Award. This kid, he padded the stats in every category. He finished the season with 78 tackles, I'm sorry. 78 tackles, 13 sacks, 6 tackles for loss, and he also had 2 pass deflections and 2 fumble recoveries. When we voted on this award, we knew that the kid that's going to receive the defensive MVP award had to be somebody that's going to help us, that has helped us in every category. And his stats let you know that he has definitely helped us in every category. It's Mr. Justin Terry.
Yeah.
right, y'all, the next award is the Offensive MVP, which is the Blue Devil Award. When I tell you, it probably took about 20-30 minutes of debate between all the coaches who to give us the award to. I mean, I'm not lying. It was down to about 3 players. We debated so long to the point that we were just gonna give out 2 of them. And we were like, nah, that's gonna break the tradition. We got to give it to one person. So when we went down, we looked at it, we just got to figure out who checks all the boxes. And that player is Quavion Cooper. Also, we forgot, I don't know, somehow he slipped through the crack, but Quavion is also first team region player also.
To finish things up tonight, we got some special recognitions before our closing remarks. These people right here, if you give them a big hand, there's a lot of people, like if we begin the program all the time, it goes into our football program. It's done by more just than the players and the coaches. There's a ton of people. If you give these people a hand, first of all, the level of support we receive 12 months a year. Y'all give Bob and Carolina a hand. Johnny Craven. These 2 guys, the field out there, we play on one of the best looking fields in the state of Georgia every Friday night. We get a ton of compliments on it. And guess what? That gets done whether it's hot, cold, rain, it's got to get painted. It's got to get ready to play on Friday. So sometimes it's orchestrated, dodging the weather, and then sometimes the weather cooperates. But these 2 guys, right there, no matter what, they come to the clutch every time. And just, it is a pleasure, and our kids have a great field to play on. It looks great. Todd Helms and John Beasley. This guy this year, we were able to stream our games on radio this year, on the internet actually. And he come through this year, he did every one of our games on the streaming line on the internet. He is going to come back next year, hopefully, and do an even better job. He worked through a lot of kinks this year, and there's only 2 high schools that use our network, and we were 2 of them. We'll get more added next year. They just did a great job. I can't say thank you enough. Mike Maddox. Y'all know, everybody in here, we're all different ages, and we got a lot. God puts a lot of people in our lives. And you don't really realize it at the time, like places them in your life, the impact, but not just the influence, but the impact they have on people around you. And I tell you what, our young men, and now I asked him how many football seasons this for. He Pastor Robbie, he tell me 14 or 13 or 15 and that type of deal. But he has poured into our young men for a long time. I know most of the guys in this this lunchroom have known him since they were 6, 7, 8 years old. Our Wednesday night huddle that they have over there, we get asked, coach, does the team ever do anything together besides play? Practices. Yeah, they do a Wednesday night huddle, Pastor Robbins. And what is that? And it's just an outstanding program. Our kids go there. The numbers this year stay consistent, highly more than ever. And it's just a great program. Him and his wife do every Wednesday night. They're a part of your child's life 7 days a week, whether you may know it or not. And they're praying for our players. They're involved with them. They're there when they need them in successes and in adversity. Pastor Robbie's done a lot for me. Helped me grow the last 3 years. God places people in your life and you don't know why. Until you look back at it. And it's not just influence it has on us all, but it's impact. This time, y'all please recognize Pastor Robbie, you're going up. He's a Gator fan too, so I want to mention.
Don't worry.
We came here 3 years ago, and one of the absolutes we were gonna do was, we were gonna run a first-class football program, put a first-class product, team together, and our players are all gonna have first-class experience. It takes more than coaches to do that. It takes a great support system, as we talked about. These, 4 ladies and men have come together every time our players have a meal, have anything outside of football, meal on the road, and team meal during the week. Anything we need, the drop of a hat is provided for them, and it's done in a first-class way. Our players have, because of this group of people right here have been treated very, very good. And they pull together our game program 12 months a year they'll work. And they've been doing that for a long, long time, a lot behind the scenes that nobody will ever see. And that contributes to our kids going on the football field on Friday night feeling like a champion. And that's important, because everybody in this room would give a lot to be treated like a champion once in their life. Well, our young men are treated like that because of these 5 people right here. I can't say thank you enough. You know, God brings people together, and it's, you know, I cannot say thank you enough. Thank you is not enough, but for what they've done, I know our young men appreciate it. They've done a great job showing it, and I just can't say these are 12 band officers. Tiffany Kendrick. Thank you. Rashida Campbell. Daphne Harden. Vic Rosario. And Sharika Prater.
Y'all smile pretty.
Thank y'all all again.
Yeah.
Hey, I got one award to give out, and they're gonna include all the awards that the coaches done gave out. So if you got all those all-state and all-region players, you gotta have an all-region, all-state head coach. Class 8 player, coach of the year, Stephen Holmes.
Yeah, I got one thing to say, a couple things to say about Coach Holmes. When Coach Holmes was named the head coach at Manchester High School, he called me. I was standing down in one of the lobbies at the time. We used to have like these meetings in Waffle House in Bourneville. The lady at Waffle House in Bourneville seen us like 6 times. She said, "Look, I don't know what high school y'all going to or where y'all going, but please take me with you." And we would sit in the back. She said, one day she finally told us, "Y'all need to use my office in the back." I said, "No, we told her, no man, we're fine." He would drive from Pike County, I would drive from Warner Robin. But the plan that we had was to make sure that this program was reestablished. And when either one of us left here, it would still be established. Now I always tell Coach Holmes, I tell him this on the phone, we tell each other, we love each other. I tell him all the time, I love you, Coach. Because without Coach Holmes, I don't think I would have still put back in Manchester. He touched me. He said, "Coach, we can fix it. We can fix it together." And it was our job, and it was a journey that we were gonna take together. We were gonna fix what was left. Like I said, Coach, I appreciate it. We all appreciate it. Thank you for everything that you have done for this community and the team, Coach.
you know, we are in the production business, you know, at the end of the day, and, you can't be successful, you can't be successful without people. You cannot be successful without people. Don't ever forget that. I tell my little girl this story all the time about the wheel, and, the wheel's got spokes in it, like, you know, the bicycle wheels, all those spokes in it, and she likes doing plays and trying out for plays and stuff like that. She's never got the lead role. She come home beat down about it, always wanted to be the lead actor. I tell the story about the wheel, she gets tired of me saying it now. But, all those spokes in the wheel are important. And you take one out, the wheel won't work. And, it doesn't matter if you're the lead actor or the person behind stage, all those spokes are important. When the road gets rough, the road gets smooth, it goes uphill, downhill, no matter, that wheel's still got to turn. It takes all those spokes to turn that wheel. So they're all important. And, I was glad to be a part of it 3 years. Love everybody's here. It's gonna be, the program's in good hands. And, you seniors, I'm real proud of y'all. I met y'all 10th graders, before you 10th grade year. And it's been the last year that we did fewer banners. So you seniors have left a big deal, because there's a whole few of y'all lead such a big group. And, all the parents, supporters, and, it's a great, great place. And it always will be. I told you this all the time, it'll be a special place. And, you know, it's, just can't say thank you enough. I love every one of y'all, okay? Y'all have a good night, y'all. Seniors, good night.